Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning for a Tuesday album review. I'm going to try to get this out as soon as possible because this is going to be a premiere video, just so you know. I'm recording it on August 14th just to get it out for you guys tomorrow morning. So I hope you will enjoy this. I am still getting through COVID. I'm on the third day as of now for August 14th, but it'll be my fourth day tomorrow. So I should be able to go back to work soon. I don't know how soon. It's just sometimes I've had to sweat out this fever that I've had. But pretty much this is for a Tuesday album review for I believe it's season 5 or 6. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's season 5. Yeah, season 5, episode 5 for Olivia Rodrigo Sour for this re-review. I know I reviewed this album 2 years ago. I'm going to give you a new take on what I thought of the album as a whole as of lately. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 11-track album, which was about a 35-minute album. It wasn't very long. So I'll let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this track or this album review for this Tuesday album review. Sorry for the lengthy intro. I said track by mistake. I'm still very tired too, because this thing's been keeping me up at night too, the COVID thing, so it hasn't been fun, but I'm fighting through it mostly. Brutal is the first track, and I think it's a disappointing one. I just don't really like Olivia Rodrigo's songwriting in this track. It just doesn't connect with me in the best way possible, and it just sounds so immature and Gen Z kind of way, in my honest opinion. But the overall song, I think instrumentally was fine a little bit, but then kind of this song was just not very good. So 2.5 out of 5. Trader was boring as hell. As of listening to it now, this whole album, I didn't like this album as her debut album. Trader is boring. It just sounds so melodic and so stale. There's not any good qualities about it. Olivia Rodrigo's singing is fine, but but it just doesn't connect with how it's sounding. It sounds so cliche and immature. So 2.5 out of 5. Driver's License is just another boring track that I just can't stand by. I just felt bored out of my mind with the song for 4 minutes and 2 seconds. So 2.5 out of 5 for this one. One step forward, 3 steps back. What the fuck is this song anyway? It just... This song just doesn't even click with me in the best way possible. Because it just feels boring, and most of this album feels very boring, just so you know. It doesn't have any good qualities about it. The only good qualities I would say to give positive criticism about this album is that it's not the worst album that came out in 2021, but it is a bad album. So 2.5 out of 5. Deja Vu is a really bad song. I just didn't like the production in the song, and I didn't like how Olivia Rodrigo is sounding so stale in this track, in my honest opinion. So 2 out of 5. Good For You. I know there has been a lot of people that say it's a Paramore ripoff for this track. I don't think it is. I think it's trying to be its own song, but I will say this. I'm not a fan of this song in any slightest way. I think it's not a good song, and it just sounds so cringy with how Olivia Rodrigo is singing it. I mean, she's not a terrible singer, but keep in mind, this is just basically my take on this album. If you don't agree with it, you do what you will with this review. So 2.5 out of 5, and give me 1 second, this cat is being annoying. Sorry guys, my sister's cat was being annoying. He just wanted in my room for some odd reason. I was just like, ugh, I'm too tired to deal with it. So basically, Good For You, 2.5 out of 5. Enough For You is not even that great. I'm not even impressed with the track for what it sounds like. Olivia Rodrigo's vocals just hit or miss, but the song as a whole doesn't really execute in the best way possible. So, 2 out of 5. Happier is disappointing. I'm just bored with this track. I'm bored out of my mind with this song. So, another 2.5 out of 5 for this song. Sorry, that's my sister's cat, if you're wondering. He's just wanting attention. Jealousy, Jealousy. I thought this was going to be something different. And when I first heard it originally, when I reviewed this album back in May of 2021, I thought this was an album I liked. But as I saw through the cracks and saw that she's not as talented as everyone thinks she is, I was like, you know what? Whatever. So 2.5 out of 5. I wanted to review this before her new album came out, Guts. The new album, Guts. And that's coming out on September 8th. I have no desire to pre-order that, and I will tell you why. Because of the new single. Bad Idea Right was very bad. That song was a bad idea. So pretty much, Jealousy, Jealousy is getting a 2.5 out of 5. It's a hit. It's a miss for me. Favorite Crime is boring. For 2.5 minutes, you're just in for just acoustic work and not anything great about the track. It's just stale and not memorable. 2.5 out of 5. And then comes the final closing track, Hope You're Okay. I think Olivia Rodrigo's vocals sound okay, but I would say the song as a whole is still very stale and not anything to write home about. 2.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Olivia Rodrigo's Sour, for this re-review I did for you guys, I think this was a bad album, in my opinion. I was really disappointed with the outcome, because when I listened to it again for the second time, it's been a little while since I've listened to it. I started really listening to it a lot more in May or June of 2021. But honestly, I don't see myself returning to this album anymore. It's just, it happened. It is what it is. And the best thing she can do is try to improve with this new album. But it doesn't seem like she wants to because of the new single, because it was a bad idea. And that is actually right. So, for an overall score, I'm giving Olivia Rodrigo's Sour for this re-review a 5 out of 10. It was just bad. I don't understand why people are saying it deserves like a 7 or an 8. I'm like, what is so good about this album? It's just boring and not relatable stuff. Well, yeah, maybe some relatable stuff about love and all that, but that's fine. Just try to write better lyrics too, as well, because this doesn't sound good in my opinion. So keep in mind, this is just my opinion at the end of the day. If you don't like this review, more power to you. You can keep your opinions in the comment section and just be done with it. And if people do agree with my take on this, this is just an opinion of mine. Don't anyone get butthurt over it. Because I know there's a big, massive fan of Olivia Rodrigo fans. And honestly, I do not see the hype for this artist. This artist isn't anything that special. I mean, she's fine as a singer, but I don't think she writes the best lyrics for her songs. Just sounds so cliche and forgettable. So, 5 out of 10 for Olivia Rodrigo Sour for this re-review. Thank you guys for watching.